are back for another Team of Thursday. I'm gonna wait till a couple of more people come rolling in. But first, I want to thank everybody who's been watching and subscribing to my YouTube. Appreciate y'all. And everyone who's going to be watching the replay of this. Let's see. I see a few people coming through. I see some people coming through. I see you with the emojis. Appreciate you. We're not gonna like we're gonna get to the meat and bones of things today, okay? We're gonna talk about what y'all all wanna talk about, but first let me say hi to my people. Hey, what's up, Image Maker? Image Maker said, hello, beautiful, hello. Okay, I see those emojis too. What's up? Hey, I see a name I haven't seen in a long time, but I know it's one of the people from the nails community. So here y'all go. Today, no polish. Because remember I had like the French, so I'm kind of just letting my nails breathe for a little bit, getting them back healthy with my special oil before I think of the next color I'm gonna do or design. What's up, G.O.Lem? It's crazy. Long time. You're right, G.O.Lem. You're actually who I was talking about. You know, I gotta show my nail folks some love. Good to have you. Let's see. Big Marco. Wait a minute. I was about to say Shamar here. What's up, Big Marco said, where you been at? Wait a minute. How y'all acting like this? I literally came on last Thursday. Did y'all not? Well, I didn't post the whole live, but I did post a piece of it. So maybe that's why y'all saying that. Hey, what's up, Dreezy? Talking about pretty lady. Thank you. Taurus said, hey, beautiful. Hey. Let's see. Hey, what's up, Bad? Talking about hi, gorgeous. I like that. I'll take gorgeous any day of the week. Shug said, happy 4th of July, Fatima. Happy 4th to you as well. Hope you have a good time. Hope you eat some good barbecue. And, get some R&R, some rest and relaxation. Maybe do a little bit of swimming. Let's see. Image Maker said, like the braids. Yes. I'm going to do some content about these braids. I am loving this style. Like, loving. And it's really versatile. Typically, when you have like a definite pattern, you feel like you're kind of stuck. But this, like, there's so many things you could do with this. Thank you, Image Maker. Rasta said, hey, gorgeous. God bless. Okay, I see you, J.A. Shout out to you, Rasta. Dreezy said, feeling the denim you're wearing. That one, talk about it. Hold up. Talk about it. Thank you. I said, you know what? This is like more casual than you guys see me, right? But hey, a little something different. We're heading to a casual sort of season. So, y'all tell me also what y'all think about the time. Let me know, because I chose 9 because it stays light a lot later, and I think that works better during this season for us, because At 8, not a lot of people are home. I mean, I know I'm not. So, because during the season, so it's usually like beautiful around that time of night. So I was like, I don't know if, if it's too early. At 8. Let's see. Titles say, hey, how you doing, sweetie? I'm doing good, doing great. How are you? If I miss you, don't hold it against me. Shug said, I haven't went swimming in a while. You should. I love swimming. I'm not the strongest swimmer in the world, but I love swimming. I love being in the water. Octavius said, hey. Let's see. Rasta, okay. There's a lot of people with that name. Say, I like your style and energy. Thank you. I appreciate it. Image Maker said, I have to say you made my evening. Oh my God. Yo. And y'all made mine. Seriously, y'all. It's always a good time with my folks. Now we gotta talk about this thing. We gotta talk about this thing. I low key feel like we be knowing. Okay. The Diddy trial verdict, right? Split decision. The biggest crimes that carried the heaviest sentences, life in prison, racketeering, trafficking, he was found not guilty of. And the crimes he was found guilty of, which was the transporting to engage in, that activity. Those crimes only is a interesting word here, right? Because when you compare 10 years to life, it's only. So they carry 10 years. Apparently, the prosecution said they're going to be seeking 20, so 10 and 10. But I don't know if that's what's going to happen. I don't think that's what's going to happen here, right? Because it's not like he has an extensive criminal history. So I don't think they're going to get the 20 they're looking for. Let's see. Okay, Fast Life said free him. You know what? But I kind of feel like we be knowing, because didn't we say 10? We was joking around, but we still said it though. How many things we predicted on here already? D Steelers predicted OKC. We predicted the 10 years. I think we on to something here. Okay. Let's see. Hola, Jesus. I think it was Jose. Who? Okay. Santana, let's just say. Yardy said, you're gorgeous like the sunset. You rock them denim for real. Thank you. A said, when are people getting... Okay. Where are people getting pedo accusations from? Is that in the charges? No. He wasn't accused of anything involving minors. I think they're getting those because I remember as this case was going on, there was a woman who said she had been at one of the parties and she saw something involving minors. So I think, you know how the game of telephone works, right? One person says one thing, it turns into a whole other thing. And then people were also speculating about Justin Bieber and stuff like that, and he was a minor at the time. So I guess that's where people are getting those ideas, but in the charges, we never saw anything to do with minors. And if they had it, that that would have been one of the first things they would have brought up, probably even before that video. Let's see. Hunt said, I hope I'm saying your name right. Is it Hunt or Juns? Said, I love you, beautiful. I love you too. Thank you. Let's see. Booney Wild said, Fatima, looking fine as always. Keep killing them. Talk about it. Thank you. Wow. Dreezy said, I said 3-5. Wait a minute. So you did predict this? Yo. There's something special going on here. So wait a minute. You saying 3 to 5 years, or you knew he was gonna that he was gonna get off on the 3 charges? 3 charges. Which one you mean? Let me know. Tuluk said you look like hold up, not $1 million, $2 million, okay? I was about to say something. I was about to make a little joke, but I was like, oh, you know how people be. They'll take that and run with it. Let's see. Dreezy said time served. Oh, you think he's gonna get time served? I don't know, cause it's been a little less than a year, right? That's the only reason I'm like, I don't know about that time served. I don't know. Clearly he's hoping for it though. Jeff said, do you think Diddy can redeem himself? You know what? Okay. And I don't want to say this because I don't think that this is how it should be. But I've seen us, right? I've seen us embrace some people who have done some of the worst things. I've seen us have very short memories. I do think there's always going to be something comical in relation to him, because I don't think that people will have a short memory about the freak offs, the baby oil. That will still be a thing. But I think the anger a lot of people felt, and the passion a lot of people felt against him when they saw him kicking Cassie on that video. As a whole, I am doubtful that feeling is going to last. I think the jokes will last. I think the comedy that people find in his personal life will last. But I think for a lot of people will forget about that video, unfortunately, right? Because it's very complex. Let's see. Hola Santana. What do you think, Jeff? Let me know. And ladies, if any of y'all are in here, let me know. How do you feel about that? That people tend to have short memories when it comes to violence against women. Fast Life said, yes, Diddy will bounce back with a new album ASAP. And you know, me and Melanin gave him the playbook about the marketing and putting out his own line of baby oil. Oh, Lord. Let's see. Santana said, tú eres linda. Gracias. Suge said, Diddy got money. He ain't gonna do no time. I think even if he gets a few years, I think that's in a scenario like this, it's no time. I mean, that man was thankful, okay, to end up in this situation. All involved were thankful, you know. You could tell as his children were leaving the courthouse that they were also pleased to know that their father was not gonna spend the rest of his life in jail. So, I mean, it's a win. It was definitely a win for him. Whether you want to look at he still got found guilty of a couple of things. That's nothing compared to the rest of his life, right? The Donde Eres, Nueva York. I sound like a straight New Yorker when I said that. And I usually don't hear that in myself, but it was, yeah. Okay, so Dreezy said he doesn't need to redeem himself. Take your money and bow out gracefully. Here's the thing though, right? Like, he's already set up a particular lifestyle around himself. I don't know if whatever he has at this point, think about it, how much he done paid these lawyers, paid Cassie, paid whoever else was trying to come out of the woodworks, paid the people who, you know, allegedly, who were making statements on his behalf when this first came out. Whatever that amount is, who knows if it's enough to cover everything that he got going on. Even though he's always going to have money coming in because he owns People's Publishing and stuff like that, apparently. Bowing out, I think he'll have to figure a few things out before he does that. Let's see. Dante said, how you doing? I'm doing good. Dante, how are you? Let's see. Hey, what's up, Melanin? Talking about, damn, you in jeans and braids. I have zero complaints. Listen, I have to come with the around the way vibe. I didn't have no door knockers, so. Let's see. Fergie said, hi, beautiful. Giving you a big shout out from BK. Okay. Shout out to BK, but if I'm in the building, you know BX in the building. Melanin said the jokes will last for a generation. Oh, for sure. Maybe past that, yo. This might be freak offs. Is gonna be part of the American lexicon, okay? Let's see. Dreezy said, was the Cassie whooping crazier than Rihanna's whooping? I think it was more effective though. Because with Rihanna, we only saw like the aftermath. The Cassie one, we saw it happening. There is a big difference between knowing your neighbors next door is having a domestic situation and hearing it through the walls. And there's a difference between them doing it in the hallway and you seeing it, you know? It's very different. I honestly think had that video not existed, I don't know if anything would have stuck. I remember in that I put a clip up, right, from one of our lives where we were joking around. We were saying, if it was my chat that was doing it, they'd give him a little bit of time. They'd give him like 10 years for for hitting Cassie, right? The way he did. And somebody came on there and was like, and he'd get off because it wasn't about that. And first of all, it was obvious, like, we were kind of, we were talking out-ish. We always do that, have a good time. But at the same time, the serious part of that is that we are human beings, right? Let's be real. There'd be a lot of times where people get charged with things, and because we are human beings and we categorize people in our minds, when we see something that we deem as so heinous, we can't let the person go scot-free. I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying that's how the law works or should work. I'm saying just as human beings, that's why a jury is 12 human beings. Because we as a society get to decide, like, yeah, maybe we might bend the parameters a little bit to make sure this person gets something for doing this, for doing these actions. So that's the part of that where it's like, come on, it's not mental gymnastics. And I think once you view something like that, it's hard to just say, okay, this person goes scot-free, right? Even though his lawyers did a great job of that. Okay, Melanin said, R. Kelly got money too. You know what? But even before he went to prison, I don't even want to derail into his thing because there's a lot there. But even before he went to prison, weren't there rumors coming out? We're talking about R. Kelly right now, that he was struggling financially, and it was because people were stealing money. So I don't know about, I guess got money to the average person, yes, but probably not to where it should be. Fergie said, Diddy didn't tell. They going to let him out. The higher powers are teaching him a lesson. Let me ask y'all a question. I'm glad you said that, Fergie. Let me ask y'all a question. Because something I was thinking about is, okay, so there are some of these charges that, like we talk about the parameters being stretched, right? That the parameters were stretched to kind of fit his case. That usually him, like who he plays in the whole scenario with the workers and the transporting the workers, typically those charges wouldn't apply to him. They would apply to the person who is I don't want to say something, who is managing these workers, right? Managing these workers. We all know the 50 Cent song, 'cause I'm a P.I. Okay? Typically, those are the people who would be charged with that. I believe that's the Mann Act. So parameters were definitely stretched. So I was thinking to myself, do y'all think when 50 Cent came out and talked about how this really had to do with how Diddy and the whole alcohol business and the Ciroc people and all that stuff, do y'all feel that was him teaching him a lesson? Like to say, hey, you could be touched too. Because, like, I don't know, like they said in the court, oh, he thought he was a god, Let's see. Okay, Rasta, there's another person in the chat called with the name Rasta, but their name is Yardi, yeah. Dreezy said, Or are you asking me if I'm West African, I'm Ghanaian. Dreezy said, I think the family was just happy that the RICO didn't stick and he was able to keep his money. I don't want to be insensitive, so I'm gonna keep it a buck. I think no matter what we think of these people, they still have family bonds. I don't think it was about the money. I think it was about someone who they love and not seeing that person spend the rest of their life in prison. I mean, the money is a plus, but it's a different sort of relationship that they have with this person versus how we view that person. You know, by all accounts, they see that man as their father. You know, even the ones who aren't biologically his. The one, I should say. Let's see. Solo said, did he still get bread? Got bread. He do, but I mean, his having bread is different from our having bread. Like, for example, right? I'm sure his daily expenses are more than some people's monthly expenses. That's what I mean. So that's the difference. That's what I mean by, is the money gonna sustain him? Because I'm sure just the maintenance on his properties, not just like real estate, but also cars, just everything, right? I'm sure the maintenance in of itself is very costly. So, okay, Solo saying free him, okay. Hey, okay, somebody said hello from Guyana. Shout out to the Guyanese in here. GT. Solo said, I need an around the waker. I should have never said that. Okay. Okay, I see you, Hussein. Is that true? Talking about I love you. Is that true? Melanin said yes, because Diddy stomped her on camera. Exactly. Like, seeing that was crazy. Yardy said Epstein, Diddy, R. Kelly, these folks need Jesus. You know, we had that conversation about a sin versus a crime. If Keyshawn was here, he'd be turning it up right now in the chat. He was getting real biblical on us. Let's see. Dreezy said, now back to you, Fatima. You told someone that you loved them too? You shall love no other commenters before us. Now listen. I appreciate everyone, but I can't forget the people who've been there for me. Dreezy, Drizzy, Melanin, Gersh. I'm naming people who ain't been here in a while. Oh my God, I'm forgetting some folks. They're gonna be mad. Timber. I even remember my day ones from Live Me. Okay? I remember Delfino, Twin Knox. I am like G. Lewis follows me on Instagram. I haven't seen him in a little minute on here. But so trust me. I never forget. I'm like an elephant. So you know I loves y'all. Okay, that's why when he said I love you, I said I love you. Like, you know how they used to say dudes do when they don't say love, they say love. That's what I said. I said I love you too, because I love my day ones. I don't forget. Let's see. What's up? I haven't seen this name in a little minute. I'm gonna say it wrong. Rafanago said, nah, the dude was a leech. Wait, who was a leech? Let's see. Obrigada. I cannot say your name, and I'm gonna say it right. Hey, Tebow said Purdy. Thank you. Oi. Melanin said, if there was no video, we would only be hearing rumors. Imagine how Brian Steele would be the cook without footage. Oh, for sure. For sure, yo. If I listen, I mean, I don't live that sort of lifestyle. So I don't know, but if I ever got into anything, that is my lawyer. Like that, like I told y'all before, that man will put himself on the line for you. Shout out to Brian Steele. Making miracles happen. Melanin said, oh, I didn't know about the stealing money. Let's see. Reese said, would you get Reese? Okay, Reese, see, now you're gonna make me make an example out of you. Lord, I ain't blocked nobody in a little minute. Okay. I'm pretty sure that was a joke, but I had to do it. Melanin said the managers with the fancy cups and fur coats. Thank you. You know the ones. They in Cadillacs. Let's see. Yo, Reese, that was wild. Why was he still asking that multiple times? And Reese, okay, so Reese said Diddy was a super freak. Freaky, not a crime. I see what you're saying. It's not, but there were other things he did. It was freaky, not a crime, but other things are. And you can be both. You can be freaky and safe or freaky and criminal. Clearly the jury thought he was being freaky and criminal in a way. I don't think a lot of people are dissatisfied with this. I think a lot of people feel like, yes, it's a win for him because he doesn't spend the rest of his life in jail. But at the same time, I think a lot of people find what he did get found guilty of to be appropriate, right? I do want to take a little moment to acknowledge what happened in Chicago. Listen, I don't know about all that gang stuff that's going on. All I know is, it's sad to hear about young ladies losing their life just because they think they're showing up to support somebody, It is sad when you go out to support somebody and you don't make it home that night. So I just wanted to acknowledge that before I get off of here. And everybody, y'all know what I say at the end of my broadcast. Wait, Dreezy said before we go, Trump said he's looking for a way to deport Elon Musk. Yo, that man will turn on anybody, but I really can't blame him with this because Elon was going he was going rogue, okay? Oh, Lord. Absolutely. Drizzy said prayers for all those involved. Absolutely. And their families. Rasta said happy 4th, gorgeous. To you and your family. Please party safe. Yes, everybody, please be safe out there. And y'all know what I say at the end of this. And subscribe, subscribe, Everybody, I know what I say at the end of this and every broadcast. Stay safe and stay blessed.